everyone, and welcome to the Coon Rapids Ice Center for CTN's live coverage of boys high school hockey. A Northwest Suburban Conference matchup as the Cardinals host the Anoka Tornadoes. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro up above the action, and Howie, two teams near the bottom of the standings, both with just 2 wins on the season. But Anoka won the early match early in the year.
Actually, Anoka's 2 wins was that 2-0 win over Coon Rapids and also a 5-2 win over Spring Lake Park, who the Cardinals lost 9-3 to. So Anoka comes in, Joe, and you got to think they feel that they beat this team once, they can beat them again.
Well, that came in the first week of the season. Anoka has been playing better, playing some close games. Just their last 4, they're 1-2-1. One of those losses was a 3-2 loss against Centennial. So keeping up with some of the bigger teams. Of course, the other loss in that last recent stretch was to Andover, but only 5-1. So didn't really get blown off the ice. And the Huskies, one of the best teams in the state of Minnesota. The Tornadoes are going to come and try and take the action to the Cardinals right away. Doubled them up in shots last time, beat them 2-0, and they look to put the pressure on them early and try and put a couple in the back of the net. They have guys who can do it.
Yeah, and they're led by Matt Orr. He's their leading scorer, 10 goals, 2 assists. When I spoke with Coach today, he basically said that he really has been playing well as of late, and he really gets them going offensively. So the Cardinals will have to make sure where he is at the ice and keep him out in front of that net.
Well, in for Coon Rapids, they certainly want to see a little more offense, but they know defense is key. They're a team that spends a lot of time defending. One guy that does it well on the blue line, but also leads the rush and provides some offense is number 21, Dominic Espinoza.
Yeah, Dom is playing really well. Had a goal and assist in their 6-5 loss to Southwest Christian Richfield. So he's one of their leaders, and they're looking for some sparks here. You know, he gets his defensive mate back, Jake Van Hulsen, who was dealing with some illness too. So they're trying to shore up that back end.
Yeah, a lot of guys coming back from illness, coming back from injury. Cardinals hoping that they can turn the tides and get the first victory, a conference victory of the season here tonight. Cardinals and the Tornadoes drop the puck next on CTN.
Like right now?
Oh, God.
Look at our hair.
Cardinal fans on their feet and red.
Look at red.
Fan, of course, in attendance.
Hello and welcome to Inside Access, your ticket behind the scenes of Coon Rapids sports. Theo and Howie, it feels great to be back behind the desk.
I can't think of too many things better in life. How about you?
I can think of one.
Because it's an all-out sprint to the finish. Okay. Kind of like your life. They host Elk River on Tuesday, and Howie, we'll be there.
There you go. It's contagious.
It's all your fault.
Yeah, of course it is.
Sportside, I'm Joe Young.
I'm Joe Young as well. I'm not so sure how good we'll look on HD, but you know.
I appreciate the effort.
I try.
I do.
I love that. I want that.
Yeah, that needs to be posted on
Facebook.
Facebook.
Back at the creek, moments away from puck drop between the Cardinals and the Tornadoes. Both teams looking for win number 3 on the season. And just a couple of weeks really remain in the regular schedule.
Well, and the Cardinals have to feel, you know, even though they lost the other night, I mean, it's a team they probably felt they should have beaten. But the fact, I think there was,
especially when they were up 4-2
right,
in
and
the third.
I think they did take some good things out of that, and they're hoping to improve upon those things as they take on Anoka. But you know, again, they have to feel that this is a team that they can get a victory against.
Well, they gave up. They scored 5. Can't take that away from them.
Nope. Joseph Moen starting in nets for the Tornadoes, and of course Connor Wise in between the pipes for the Cardinals. There you see the numbers for both goaltenders.
And we are underway here in the first. Anoka into the attacking end. Puck lost in the skates of Matt Orr. Knocked away from him. Kept in at the blue line. However, by Andrea. Orr Out of the corner, pressured by Avery, drops it off. Andrea, a shot through traffic, turned away by Wise. Recovered in the corner by Novak, tried to play it out front, but Orr couldn't get a stick on it. He's tied up near side now with cleansing. Gets help there from Austin Lang. Played out front. Trying to go to the backhand is Novak. Will try and come back out front, but Van Holzen there to keep him from getting a shot on goal. Bump to the ice is Andrea. Puck played to the line, but not out. Held right at the blue by Austin Lang. And now Coon Rapids finally able to break it out of the zone. Lukowiak a poke at it up into the stands.
So Tornadoes, they want it. Head coach Jared Reinholdt wants to get off to a quick start here tonight. He wants to put the pressure on the Cardinals, see if they can build a lead here on the road. There he is. Graduated Anoka in 1998, Joe. We called his game.
Did we?
Yeah, we
Are
did.
you sure?
He
I know we were there
he played
that first year.
Football and hockey, and then graduated in 98.
Well, we definitely saw him play football.
Yes.
That first year. Quick shot in close. Coon Rapids able to turn it away. Flipped it out back out to center. Tornadoes regroup at their own blue line. Firing it in is Terzic. Poked to the line, but kept in there by Reinholz. Espinoza up the boards. Kept in by Reinholz again. Racine able to play it out. Reinholz back into his own zone. Across to Terzic ahead. Tipped and into the zone comes Guimont. Knocked off his stick. But then recovered by McGonigal. Out front, a shot and a bouncing puck held onto by Connor Wise.
You know, we talked about some of the things we talked about just 2 nights ago for Coon Rapids. Just do not turn the puck over in your end at your old blue line. That's so important for Coon Rapids here tonight. Anoka trying to apply a little pressure.
Funny hop coming in, and Wise able to stay with it, get the face off. Puck played back behind Jake Corey, cross ice. And this is Caden Carey. Carey passed the defender and then had it tipped off his stick by Lowry. Kept in at the blue line momentarily by Van Holzen. Good stop there by Carey. Carey staying with it along the boards. Had it stripped back by Anoka. Pass into the middle was a little behind Will Bennett and turned around by Nate Clark. That pass doesn't click. That's icing. And we have a face-off back in the Coon Rapids end. Still early in this first period.
There, have a look at head coach Jared Reinholz. And he talks about, you know, especially in their D end, when they play good D, it leads to offense for the Tornadoes, but they haven't been consistently getting that.
Face-off win, shot is blocked. Loose puck comes to Clark. His pass just out of reach of Ryan Corey. Turned around back into the zone by the Tornadoes. Cardinals can't clear. Sent in deep by Maloney. Behind is Jake Corey. Back behind for Jake Van Holzen. Long pass was a little behind Nate Clark, and that's going to be another icing call.
No, with the icing, both teams getting an opportunity to make some changes.
Quick shot off the faceoff, handled by Connor Wise, and we'll have another faceoff to his left. Faceoff won by the Cardinals. Espinoza plays it around. Aker out to center, too far in front of Avery. Turned around just inside the zone by Huff. And Orr through center. Let it get a little far away from him. Espinoza takes it from him. Poked out to center by Aker. Back into the zone by the Tornadoes. Forcing things is Novak. He's in deep. Fanned on the shot. Rebound cleared to the wall by Espinoza. He'll play it to the board and out. That's sent right back in by Michael Huff. And right back out by the Cardinals. Avery can't control. No control for the Tornadoes either. Alex Billy is shot, recovers his own rebound, takes it behind, out to the point. Espinoza's shot is blocked, steps up, gets the puck back, walks in. Has room, backdoor to goal! Derek Avery into a wide open net. All set up by the step up on the part of Dominic Espinoza.
Yeah, great vision by Dom. You saw that he had that open side, and what a pass it was. Just put it on a stick, and Avery knocked it home. His 4th goal of the season. And that's what the Cardinals, I mean, big thing for the Cardinals here to come out and start early, get that first goal. And I mean, look at that pass right on his stick.
You can't miss that.
Nope.
That's 24 square feet of yawning cage. And yeah, Espinoza, just a great job being patient, waiting, drawing defender, and then finding Avery for the wide open goal. Koval playing it high into the Anoka end. Ethan Hansen deep into the corner, pulls back, now sends it down low for Racine, trying to center. That was broken up. Back out to center was Carter Olzenak, but the Cardinals able to turn it right back in.
That was Avery's 3rd goal of the season, my bad.
Yeah, just those in the last 4 games.
Yeah.
Scored his first against Red Wing last week on Tuesday. Had a goal on Tuesday against Southwest Christian, and now here tonight. Hansen dumps it in and gives chase, looking to center. Tied up along the far boards by Cullen McKay. Coming away with it for Anoka's Frank Guimont into the zone. Trying to get it back to Guimont. He's tied up by Blakowiak. Wraparound chance. Puck still loose in the crease. Kicked loose as all kinds of bodies on top of Connor Wise. And
yeah, the puck came out of there.
It's a fortunate whistle, really, for the Cardinals, as you see McKay trying to just
no control of the puck. But at that point, I mean, obviously, there's a dog pile on top of Connor Wise.
Corey up the boards for Carey. Clark sends it the length. Icing waved off. Tornadoes back to the far side. Maloney trying to play it out to center. May have gone off Corey before ending up in the Anoka bench. And it did. We'll have a face-off outside the zone.
Well, the Cardinals have to feel pretty good about the fact that they were able to score first here. Because, you know, just 2 shots on goal, but fortunately for them, one of those 2 shots went in.
Avery plays it back in deep. Aker played it back in deep for Avery, I should say. Corey trying to jam it back low. Corey is shot on net, turned away by Moen. Blakowiak keeps it deep. Far side is Andrea. He's stopped up by Aker. Avery in there as well. Andrea will play it back behind for Michael Haw. Up the boards. Slowed by Blakowiak, but the Tornadoes able to get to center or into the zone. Getting there and centering. Broken up. Cleansing to Avery. To center. He'll get the red line, dump it in right on Moen. Cardinals get a line change. Tornadoes up the near side for Jack Novak. Novak into the zone, tried to push it ahead for Orr, but Orr had stopped skating. So it's recovered by Koval. His pass broken up, but came right back to him. Harry Koval will skate for the Cardinals. To center ice. High flip in on the backhand. Alex Billy, first one there. Tied up, but battling. Coming away with it is Haw. And he'll get it out to center. Billy back into the zone. Stops up, trying to center. Racine just can't get it on net at the back post. Hansen flips it out front. Cleared, but not out. Racine had it momentarily. Still gives chase behind the net against Reinholz, who reverses. Reinholz back to the far corner, off the board. Stopped up by Espinoza. Espinoza got run over there by Haw. Back behind is Lang. Off the board, stopped up by Koval at the blue line, right back to Lang. Lang with speed between the defenders, in alone, a shot and a goal.
Yeah, he did a nice job of getting behind the defense, and then I believe he put it through the 5-hole of Connor Wise.
Well, and he had drawn a penalty already. Coon Rapids was going to be called for the hook, but he gets a stick back to the ice.
Yeah, there you saw where the penalty would have been, but yeah, he beat him right through the wickets.
Cardinals caught on a change a little bit and just allowing a guy to get speed through the middle.
That's his 4th goal on the season.
Splits a couple of defenders and evens the score at 1-1.
Coach Reynolds did talk about getting off to a fast start, but they did fall behind, but they were able to answer here with 9:15 remaining in the opening period.
Now with possession in deep behind the Coon Rapids net. Taken away by Van Holzen. Moves it ahead off the skates of Nate Clark out to center. Turned around by Connor Lowry. Pass through center. Did not click, but was touched, so icing waved off. Wise will leave it for Van Holzen. Pressured there by Olzenak. Ahead, and that one off the heel of the stick of Clark out to center and turned right back in deep by Lowry. Van Holzen had it taken away. Here's an opportunity for Will Bennett, but relatively easy save for Wise.
Again, it's those turnovers in your own end that can hurt you. Fortunately, that was a relatively easy shot for Connor to save, but nonetheless, you cannot turn the puck over down into your end, because a lot of times it leads to bad things.
Tornadoes win the draw. Shot ends up going wide. Cleansing taken hard into the boards. Coming away with the puck is Bennett. Poked off his stick, but he'll get it fed right back in deep. Espinoza sends it around. Keeping it in far side is Andrea. Behind the net, Espinoza. Tied up along the end boards. Avery comes in to support and comes away with the puck. High flip out to center. Knocked down by back to center. And now sent in deep by Bennett. Wise will leave it behind his own net. Espinoza will reverse it for Koval. Koval spinning away from the pressure of Bennett. But support comes and the Tornadoes get a takeaway. Shot had nothing on it for Andrea. Trickles into the corner. Poked back deep by Espinoza. Back out. Another chance for Andrea. That's deflected into the near corner. Out to the point. That shot deflected to the far corner. Maloney back out. Andrea. That shot hit a skate. Clear attempt doesn't get out. This one comes across. Cleansing finally forces it to Aker at center ice. Aker got in and then had it knocked away by back the other way. Cleansing chopping at it. Kept in by Or rides Van Holzen off of it. A chance for Novak. He lost the puck. Van Holzen can't get it out of the zone. Back to Van Holzen. Avoids a stick check and races to center. Gets to the red line. Dumps it in deep. His team changing behind him as Anoka recovers behind its own net. Long pass up through center ice. Deflected and now sent in deep by Austin Lang all the way around. Taken away by Racine, trying to get the defender around the defender Reinholz. Able to get the puck into the zone. Lang looking, waiting, off the board, stopped up by Blakowiak. Kowiak sends it back to the Anoka blue, and they send it right back to him at his blue line. Finally poked into the zone by Racine. Here's Billy as chance. And a stick saved to the far side by Moen. Tornadoes just let that one go to center. A race to the puck. And Racine got a piece of him, but Guimont got to the puck and had a little chance in there close on Wise. Guimont pokes it behind. Centering attempt taken away by Racine. Racine looks for Billy, deflects into the neutral territory. Back into the Cardinal end. Jake Corey has it momentarily. Turned back around by the Tornadoes into the zone. A shot and a save by Connor Wise. In close on a questionable onside call, in my humble opinion.
Anoka's spending a lot of time down in the Cardinal end, and their Cardinals having a difficult time defensively, just keeping it, getting it out past the blue line.
Clark bumped, plays it off the boards for Ryan Corey, across to Caden Carey. He'll dump it in deep. First one on it is Connor Lowry. He'll play it back up the boards, kept in there by Jake Corey. Nathan Clark around behind, trying to center. That hit his skate. Chipped out by Olzenak. Caden Carey will play it right back out to center. Ryan Corey tying up with a couple of tornadoes at center ice. Caden Carey had a touch on it. Anoka chops it back out to the red. Big high backhand lofted in by Jake Corey. And Anoka sends it right back to center. Koval tipped in by Corey. Can't keep it in the zone long as here come the tornadoes with Austin Lang down the right wing. His shot. Rebound swept away by Koval.
That was a big rebound given up up front. Fortunately for Coon Rapids, Anoka wasn't able to do anything with it.
Lang trying to work his way through a couple of defenders. Finally tipped away by Espinoza. Cleansing ahead for Avery. Skipped off his stick. Turned around by Jack Novak. He'll skate into the zone. Novak. Shot that was going wide. Deflected off the stick of Wise. Novak gets it back. Stops and cuts toward the top of the circle. That shot is blocked by Espinoza. Still loose. Now recovered by Guimont. He'll play it back in deep. Koval will tie up there. Along with Novak coming away with it is Orr out to the point. Terzik's shot is deflected up and out of play. We'll have a stoppage with 3:28 to play in the first period. Coon Rapids got on the board first. A goal from Derek Avery at 3:51 of this opening period. But it was answered on the breakaway by Austin Lang at the 7:34 mark.
Well, give Anoka credit. They're doing a good job of at least creating opportunities for themselves by keeping that pressure down in the Cardinal end.
That will be icing. Cardinals trying to stretch pass and
Well, they want to keep that puck in
not
deep,
quite
but
stretched
yeah.
long enough. Tornadoes off the face-off win. Tried to play a little give and go. Broken up by Coon Rapids. Clark's pass is stopped up. And the Tornadoes trying to turn it right back into the zone. Caden Carey on the right wing, trying to get around Ryan Holes. Rubbed off in the corner. McGonigal gets it out to center. This is Guimont into the zone. One-on-one against Van Holzen, and puck slides in harmlessly against Connor Wise. He'll cover for another faceoff.
And you see 2:39 remaining in the opening period, and Cardinals had a little bit of momentum early, but that equalizer kind of shifted to Anoka, and now Anoka continues to pressure. 11 shots on goal in this first period so far for the Tornadoes, just 4 for the Cardinals. We talked about it last game where 13 shots in the first period against Southwest Christian Ridgefield, and they got their at least opportunities going. Here with just 4 shots on goal, it makes it difficult to generate offense.
I believe that was their highest shot output in a period this season. I'm not 100% sure. I believe that is the highest single period shot total for the Cardinals. They did get to 30 shots on goal against Southwest Christian. Just the second time they've done that all season. Off the glass, high out to center, knocked down by McKay, chased into the zone by Hansen, leaves the puck. Anoka able to clear back out to center. Sent back in deep by Koval and recovered behind the net by Lowry. Pass attempt is in some skates. Maloney will get it right back. Send it ahead. A little give and go there with Will Bennett. Poke back into the Anoka zone. Retreating to find room is McKay, able to get around Avery.
That's unfortunate for Avery because he almost had an opportunity to take that puck away down deep.
Here's Lang with a shot, and the blocker saved by Wise. Recovered in the corner by Maloney. Turnaround shot. That was Bennett, excuse me. Hit traffic. Got back out to center and then played right back in. And Matt Orr, I think, actually was the one that got hit by friendly fire on that shot attempt by Bennett, and he was a little slow to get to the bench.
Yeah, he's having a hard time getting over the wall. Yeah,
Final minute of play here in the first period, all tied up 1-1. Anoka into the Coon Rapids end. This is Olzenak. Knocked off it by Jake Corey. Jake Van Holzen able to skate through center. Get into the zone as he's bumped there by Michael Huff. Avery trying to keep it in but can't. Back the other way comes Novak. Novak into the zone against Blakowiak. Able to get around the corner, and Blakowiak sends him to the ice. Centering attempt broken up by Avery. Gets it ahead for Clark. Clark to Aker, trying to cut between the defenders, and then his shot just misses wide.
Great opportunity there. Create yourself an opportunity and get that look in front of the net.
McGonigal blasts one wide of the mark just before the buzzer. And the first period comes to an end. Coon Rapids and Anoka tied at 1. After 1, we'll take a break, get some first period reaction after this. You're watching CTN's live coverage of boys high school hockey. Shakes a man off, cuts back, and he's behind the defense. Throwing long, looking end zone. The CTN outdoor rink in action with some of our Mite players out there enjoying a beautiful winter night. A little snow flurry, but decent temperatures, not too cold out there. And inside, a good game going so far. We got a 1-1 contest between Anoka and Coon Rapids.
Yeah, the Cardinals scored early, got a little bit of momentum. Anoka did a nice job of equalizing and then applied a lot of pressure at the end. Fortunately for Coon Rapids, nothing went in, and that's where we're knotted up at the end of the first.
Yeah, for Coon Rapids, the big key is to keep it close, get as much offense as they can, and try and give their goaltender as much help as they can. And they started with Anoka, getting the first handful of shots on goal, getting a couple opportunities before the Cardinals had ever made it to the other end. But then a good step up again by Dominic Espinoza, nice little toe drag, draws the defender and gets it to Derek Avery, and a wide open cage for him to shoot it into. A pretty play by Espinoza and a great finish by Avery, but then with speed through the middle, Austin Lang, and he finds the 5-hole on Connor Wise. That evened the score 7.5 minutes in. The rest of the way, as you mentioned, really favoring the Anoka Tornadoes, put some good pressure on, but for the most part just kept Coon Rapids at that end of the ice.
Well, they really did, and it really not allowing them to get into their offense. So, I mean, you look at the stats, 12 shots on goal for the Tornadoes, just 4 for Coon Rapids. So that's something that I know they'll want to correct in the second period, come out and apply a little more pressure.
Well, we had a little senior teacher appreciation presentation here in the first intermission. So hopefully that will add an extra spark for the seniors, especially in the home locker room. We'll be back with more of the first intermission after this on CTN.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, And then she hides them in that basket by the door. But it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Back at the Coon Rapids Ice Center, 1-1 after one. We're joined now by Coon Rapids head coach Aaron Frock. And Coach, great to see that first goal, but Anoka applying some good pressure at the end. What do you do to alleviate that?
Well, biggest thing, I think we're not attacking the pucks and being the first one on, especially in our D zone. I think we've been playing a little bit flat. Like, yeah, we got that first goal, but I don't think we're really playing that well of hockey right now. I think we got to start getting to another level.
Yeah, and you talk about just 4 shots on goal in the first period, Coach. What do you talk to your guys between periods about trying to generate a little more offense?
Biggest thing, we got to get that puck in deep. I think we got to clean up our neutral zone as well. We're starting to get on top of our defensemen. And once we're in, we got to maintain 2 guys basically on that puck so we can start getting pucks to the net. That's how we got that first one. We had 2 guys on it and then force them back to the net. When you get pucks to the net, good things happen.
A little bit of emotional blow on Tuesday. We lost a 4-2 lead in the third period, only to come back and force the overtime with a late goal and lose again in the extra period. How do you get your guys to bounce back knowing that this is another opportunity to get a W?
I think the greatest part is that you don't have to dwell on it. You got another game right up. You just forget about it. It's in the past. We click delete, and it's on to the next opponent. We're not, sitting on Tuesday and feeling heartbroken. We can't feel sorry for ourselves. We did let that one slip away, but now we got one to take.
All right, well, thank you for joining us. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank
we'll
you.
take another short break. We'll be back with the third period after this on CTN.
This is my kingdom come. This is my kingdom come.
Hi, I'm Ryan Nagasu, 2010 Olympian and bronze medal winner of the 2014 U.S. Championships. I knew I loved skating at the age of 5, and now it's become my life passion. Find your skating passion at the Coon Rapids Ice Center. Classes are available all year round. It could be the place where your skating dreams come true. See you on ice.
Back at the Coon Rapids Ice Center, just about ready to start the second period. All tied at a goal apiece between Anoka and Coon Rapids. And Anoka's going to get a very early power play as Lang takes it hard to the net or recovers into the corner. Circles, shoots, that hit traffic. Picked up by Novak. Back to the point. That shot hit traffic. Right back to Novak in the corner. Got the extra skater out there with Moen at the bench. Shot all the way through. Turned away by Connor Wise and recovered again by the Tornadoes. Novak off the side of the net, touched up by Avery, and we'll get the whistle and the call.
I was going to mention it's been a long time between the break from first and second period. We'll see what these guys come out and how they're skating, but obviously a quick penalty for the Cardinals and giving Anoka some opportunities. You see there's the infraction.
Well, and the referees are still discussing it.
Yeah, he's sitting in the box. Jay Corey's still in the box.
Well, it's a penalty,
Yeah.
but
what are they discussing?
How severe or what to call? That was certainly not head contact.
No.
It was actually a very legal hit. The only thing you could call is that he did not have possession, so you maybe call it interference.
Right.
They're explaining it to. They're giving him a double minor.
Wow.
I disagree.
Can you throw the challenge flag?
Nope. So they call it roughing and head contact and a double minor.
Well, Dylan Pack was in the penalty box. Now he's coming out.
it is a contact sport.
Right.
He finished with the arms a little bit, but he kept the elbow down for the initial contact. The Anoka player didn't have possession of the puck, so maybe I could see interference. I saw the arm go up. I saw the hit. I saw the arm go up right away. I didn't agree with it. At that point, I certainly don't agree with it being a double minor.
Well, whatever it is and whatever they decide, the Cardinals are going to be short-handed.
You can never argue with the guys in stripes. They don't change their call. Centering pass goes all the way through, just out of the reach of Lang. Ethan Hansen able to kick it ahead and back out to center. Skates into the zone and then chips it away from Terzic. Pressures into the near corner and ties up there. And they are going to call that. I was about to say that is a hold and a half. You can't just hold the guy so that your guy can skate away. But they do call it a little delayed, but the call gets made. So that'll negate the power play. We'll play 4-on-4 for a couple of minutes. And then Anoka will have another chance. Here's another look at it. And then really that in and of itself by the new rules is supposed to be a penalty because you're not playing the puck, you're just playing the body.
Right.
But then he held him there a little longer as his teammates skated away, and that's what drew the penalty. Aker couldn't get a shot off out front. Anoka back out to center and dumping it in.
Yeah,
and that's dumped a little too early. It'll be icing.
That's fortunate that penalty came when it did for the Cardinals because they were going to be short for a little while. At least that evens it up for a couple minutes.
It gives more ice to both these teams, so speed will play a bigger factor. Avery pressuring in the corner against Lowry. Those two still tied up. In to help was Aker, but Lowry able to come away out of the corner with it. Slides it ahead for Guimont into the zone. Guimont, low angle shot, easy stick saved by Wise. Played ahead, and here's Aker through center. Josh Aker, shot deflected up, will stay in play into the far corner. Played back behind by Lowry. Solid hit there by Avery along the boards, but out at center is Olzenak. Pass tipped away by Espinoza. He'll step up. Tipped off his stick by McKay. Recovers in the corner. Tries to center. Avery had his stick taken away. Shot through traffic. I think that got the stick of the keeper Mullen before ending up behind. Avery swings it back around. Koval will send it back in again. McKay behind his own net, off the boards. And that is going to go all the way down and become an icing.
Well, we talked about, one of the things the Cardinals were experiencing in that first period is a lot of ice time down in their end. And I know that's something that Coach Frock talked to the guys about trying to clear that puck in front of your net and get some opportunities of your own. And what they're trying to do here.
Pass to the point, broken up by Orr, and Orr sends it to the Coon Rapids end. Van Holzen flips it off the board, recovered by Blakowiak. He will skate with it into the zone. Blakowiak trying to get around Terzic, takes it behind the net. Out towards the point, Van Holzen holds, but it's chipped out. And here is Orr. Orr walking in, he'll take the shot, misses wide. Reinhold sends it back in deep. Lang gets there first, stopped up by Corey. Corey plays it over to Caden Carey, and he sends it down as the penalty has expired to Ian and Andrea, and we have another power play here for Anoka.
Anoka's going to try and gain that momentum, continue to gain that momentum by seeing if they can score here, but Cardinals just have to do a good job of just putting the puck back down at the other end, just taking that time away.
Into the zone is Lang. Lang around the end, ends up sitting on top of Wise. The net comes off. And Connor is slow.
Oh, yeah.
And that's
not good.
Not a good sign for Coon Rapids. Looks like he is going to be okay. And his initial reaction did not look good.
Nope. Yeah, he seems to be fine. We'll see it again. Again, Anoka trying to apply some of that pressure that they were doing in the first, and it's going to go right in on top of him.
He's driving the net hard. Got tangled up a little bit, ends up sitting on the keeper. Wise, fortunately, is back in the game, and Tornadoes back on the attack. 23 seconds left on the power play. Back up to the top, Andrea. Over to Terzic. Terzic's shot blocked by Hansen. Back out to center ice. Terzic tried to dump. That was stopped up by Racine. Hansen able to play it back out, and the penalty to Corey is over. We're back to even up.
Coon Rapids did a nice job on that penalty kill. They really didn't give up too much pressure at all to Anoka.
An opportunity for Racine trying to make something happen. A sliding deflection by Huh sends it behind. Tied up there, Alex Billy battling with Frank Guimont. Into the far corner, puck still loose. McGonigal plays it out for Guimont ahead. Into the zone, would have been offside, played back out. And the Tornadoes will regroup. Deflected in deep. Pack is there, plays it to Espinoza. His pass broken up. Taken away by Maloney. A shot, a rebound. Another chance in close for Isorella. And a couple of big saves there for Connor Wise.
Yeah, good pressure in front of the Cardinal net keeper, and he's able to come up with a couple of saves and making sure that puck does not get behind him.
Avery. The save by Mowat.
Avery shot right in the midsection. Moen. See it again.
He's watching. He knows he's got help out front, but the defender takes the passing lane away. Only option remaining. Loose puck comes to Joey Cleansing. His shot hits traffic. Back the other way comes Austin Lang. Cross ice pass. Well out of the reach of Novak. That'll be icing, and another face-off back in the Anoka end.
Well, so far we haven't seen that rhythm that Anoka had in that first period in the second.
Well, pretty disjointed start to the period. You get the early penalties. You play some 4-on-4. And then a power play, they were never really able to get set up. Nate Clark, quick shot, sticked away by Moen. Cardinals hold at the far blue. Carey trying to pinch his man. Played out to center. Blakowiak sends it back in. Moen leaves it behind. Played off the boards for Orr avoids some contact, plays it back behind. Corey will jam things up over there. Tornadoes coming back to the near side. Lang played it back across. Lost a glove at some point. I'm not sure where that glove is.
Yeah,
it's
I can't
not on
even
his
see.
hand, though.
Must be at the
along
on the
near
boards here.
Uh-oh, here's numbers for Anoka. Lang bumped and troubled, slowed, but gets through. Big block by Caden Carey. He had two guys in front of the net, and Carey able to get a stick on it and prevent that pass from connecting.
Yeah, that was huge. It's good to see Carey back in the lineup.
Blakowiak stopping things up at the blue line. He takes it to the corner, short angle shot, and Moen will hold on for a face-off.
Try to get a little pressure in on Joseph Moen. Relatively easy save for him.
Tornadoes fired around near side. Espinoza fans on it as he tried to keep it in. Racine tried to turn it around, but here comes Guimont. Knocked off his stick into the corner. Guimont able to recover. Plays it off the boards, but Alex Billy takes it for the Cardinals. Billy will dump it in and give chase. Lowry up the boards. Again, Billy there to disrupt. Reinholz sends it ahead. Kicked along by Wanus. Coon Rapids able to turn it right back around. Icing waved off as Lowry recovers in the corner. Off the board, stepping up is Espinoza. Trying to center. Lowry slides and able to break it up. Guimont from behind his own net. Ahead, that one bounces away from Isorella. He's troubled by Cleansing down into the corner, trying to center, and just out of the reach of McGonigal.
Yeah, good thought to put that centering pass. It's just unfortunately nobody home to receive it.
Played into the Coon Rapids end. Koval plays it right back out. Kicked in. Here's an opportunity for Ethan Hansen behind, and he scores!
Yeah, and he was big trouble too, and he did a nice job of keeping the puck on his stick. And that's a big goal for the Cardinals. They're going to take the lead with 8:02 remaining in the second period and go up 2-1.
Able to fight off the pressure, a defender sliding, and
that was Hansen's fourth goal. I mean, and again, just that. Look at the defenseman behind him, troubling just a little bit and trying to reach for that puck, but he does a nice job of keeping it on his stick and able to put it behind the goalkeeper.
And Coon Rapids with the lead despite being outshot in this period and in the game. Jake Corey holding on the far boards. Sending it behind is Austin Lang. Long bounce pass was touched, so icing waved off. Oh my goodness, Josh Aker taken hard into the boards from behind, and that's going to be a game right there. That better be a game. That is the exact hit that they are trying to get out of the game of hockey.
Right.
That is
that dangerous. That's that dangerous hit.
I mean, Novak knew that immediately that was going to be a penalty. That's one I'm not saying he intended to, but that is an absolute. You cannot make that hit. You absolutely positively cannot make that hit. And if that is not 5 in a game, I don't understand how the Jake Corey is. It is.
It is.
Okay. You know, Jake Corey gets a double minor for what I'm not even sure was a penalty.
Right.
But that is absolutely the hit that they are trying to get out of the game, and that is, again, I'm not saying he tried to do it intentionally, but you got to be able to stop it. And you can see he's not happy that his night is over, but you have to make that call. And Coon Rapids now with that 2-1 lead has a.
Well, this is an opportunity in the game for the Cardinals to take advantage of. No doubt for that.
This is all you can eat for 5 minutes on the power play.
Well, I'd make a killing there. All I could eat for 5 minutes. Great.
Blast by Van Holzen misses wide. Well, backhand shot, not a lot on it. Relatively easy save for Moen, and the Tornadoes able to get it back out to center. Lowry sends it right back, or Andrea rather sends it right back out. Van Holzen at his own blue line.
Getting a little physical. The game's getting a little more physical than it was in the first period.
I would expect some physicality between these two teams.
I would think so.
Clark into the zone on the far side, able to avoid some pressure, and then swept away to the corner. And that one is fired all the way down. Wise will leave it there for Van Holzen. Van Holzen being pressured all the way behind the net. Long pass to Billy at center ice. Billy Trying to feed Avery, but it's broken up by Guimont.
Offsides against Cardinals. You see the time remaining. 3:18 on the power play. As you mentioned, Cardinals trying to feast here and extend their lead.
Ethan Hansen had the go-ahead goal, forces this one into the corner and now recovers. Looking to set up that power play. Racine back down low for Hansen. Up top, Koval back to Hansen. Hansen will go low for Racine. Back to Hansen, his shot, the save by Moen. And he holds for a face-off, and Alex Billy jamming in there for a rebound.
Yeah, I think
just cost his parents a couple $100.
Yeah, he broke a stick. You would know Joe Yandam.
I love it, though. He just dropped the broken one, went over, got another one.
Yep.
I'm still out here, Coach. I'm good.
That's now Kinley.
Andrea plays it to the line, but kept it, or Lowry rather, played it to the line, but kept in. Try a little give and go out of the pivot spot again, but this time broken up by Lowry. Lowry tied up by Hansen. Racine trying to center. That one came all the way through. Cross ice pass, and
that was almost
Koval,
dangerous.
Koval was in trouble. A quick shot there by Hansen turned away. Cardinals recover, back out to the point. Down low to Hansen in the corner. Up top, Koval tried to get it back to Hansen. He had stepped toward the interior. He's going to get it back. Had his stick lifted by Orr. And here is Wanus getting it out to center. Taken right back by Alex Billy. Dump in, hit traffic, and here comes Ethan Hansen again. Lost the handle a little bit. Tried to feed the point. Jake Corey with a big hit. Kept in at the line by Koval. Hansen. Send it in deep and pressure. And here comes Austin Lang back the other way. Lang gets around the corner but lost the puck. Lang has the lone goal for Anoka in this game. He'll skate back out to center and just waste some of this penalty time.
And smartly so.
And now play it all the way down on Wise. Under 90 seconds remaining in the major penalty.
Yeah, really, Cardinals haven't been able to generate anything at this point.
Puck tipped away from Corey. He'll play it back to the point for Koval. Koval is shot. And the save made by Moen. He'll hold on.
Yeah, it'd be a big break for Anoka. Outside, they're going to lose a player for the game, but obviously if they can fight
Novak's
this,
been a player.
Yeah, and if they can fight this penalty off, power play off, that's certainly a win for them.
Off the face-off, controlled by Avery. Out to the point for Van Holzen. To the boards and gets it back from Clark. Across for Espinoza. For Ryan Corey, tried to center. That was broken up. And one played out to center by Guimont. Ryan Corey pressured by Wanus all the way into the corner. Gives it up to Van Holzen. The steal by Wanus. A little backhand, not a lot on it. Easy save for Wise. He'll cover for a face-off down to the last 39 seconds of this major power play.
Yeah, again, I'm sure a little disappointed in the fact they haven't been able to generate anything. And give credit to Anoka. They're doing a good job of trying to keep it away and work that time off the clock.
Shot from the point, saved by Wise. Recovered by Koval. 30 seconds left in the power play. Get it ahead for Billy. Billy will play it in deep. Firing it around is Andrea, and that's going to go all the way back down to counter Wise in the corner. Racine leaves it, and this one's going to deflect up and out of play.
Yeah, just 3 seconds remaining in the power play.
4 shots, none of them really dangerous. Still, Coon Rapids has the 2-1 lead on the goal here in this second period by Ethan Hansen.
On how big would it have been for Coon Rapids to get a little insurance, though?
Very. In the corner, Aker tied up. Tornadoes able to get it back out to center. Now, even strength, Isorella into the zone. Tried to center, that hit escape. Knocked away from Bennett up the boards. And here's Cleansing. His pass too far for Avery. Turned around by Terzic. Van Holzen off the near boards. Aker rather, ties up for it and tries to send it in for Avery. Turned around by Maloney. Pack can't get it deep. Here's Maloney going the other way for Anoka. And a good solid hit by Dilly. But the shot turned away by Connor Wise. Centered, and a good job by Joey Cleansing in the front to tie up Wyatt Maloney, keep him from getting a shot. That shot all the way through traffic. Save made, rebound chance. Another save by Wise. Will keep Coon Rapids in front 2-1.
And again, you saw a lot of that in the first period. A lot of the pressure down on the Cardinal end. Not so here in number 2, but definitely a couple of good opportunities for the Tornadoes.
Okay, able to get back into the Coon Rapids zone. Van Holzen off the glass, right back out. Took a long time to decide that came out, man. We're just under a minute remaining here in the second period.
Well, you know, it looked like Anoka was going to try and control this game, but you give credit to the Cardinals. They come out and they score that second goal to take the momentum away.
Well, they did, but that was a huge 5-minute penalty kill by the Tornadoes. And, you know, you're talking about 2 teams that have been pretty frustrated this season, just 2 wins each. You know, looking at a team that obviously a lot of these guys have played against one another since they were, 8, 9, 10 years old.
Youngsters.
And trying to, there's a rivalry there. That was a big save with the shoulder by Connor Wise. And another one played all the way in, and Wise will just cover it up. And that is going to get a talking to, and guys coming in. And yeah, that's exactly what should happen. I believe it was McGonigal that came in and sprayed, and you just don't do that.
No, you don't.
You don't do that. That's the kind of thing that gets you in trouble. And you should be talked to
you
by
absolutely
the defender.
Absolutely should. I mean, that's something that has no place in the game.
And it looks like both he and Espinoza will go to the box for the remainder of this period and the start of the next. And I think that's the right call on by the official. I'm not sure what they call McGonigal for, unsportsmanlike perhaps.
Nonetheless.
But, that's just like an unwritten rule in the game of hockey. It's not technically illegal, but that's the kind of thing that will get a target on your back the rest of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just, like I said, there's just no part for it in the game.
Yeah, so they're going to give unsportsmanlike to McGonigal and roughing to Espinoza. Will stay 5-on-5. But, yeah, it depends on the ref. I mean, some refs will call that and give it an unsportsmanlike. And realistically, if Espinoza doesn't come in and, give him that shot and a couple of pushes for doing that to his goaltender, there's probably no penalty. Yeah. But if you're going to call the retaliation, you kind of have to call that unsportsmanlike. Centering pass, and the Cardinals able to get a stick on it and then send it all the way down right on Moen. As the buzzer sounds, and Coon Rapids will go to the locker room up 2-1 after a couple of periods. Ethan Hansen getting in on a breakaway and getting his 4th tally of the season to give his team a lead going to the final period. We'll take a break and be back with more from Coon Rapids Ice Center after this. You're watching live high school hockey on CTN.
Watching your favorite Cardinal sports live is getting even easier. Whether it's CTN Cable Channel 859, the CTN Facebook and YouTube pages, or now live on our Twitter page. You choose how you want to watch Cardinal Nation. With CTN, you'll be able to catch all the big plays, all the emotion, and all the fun of Coon Rapids sports. CTN Coon Rapids, stay connected.
Back at the Crick, Coon Rapids up 2-1 over Anoka. We're joined now by Tornado head coach Jared Reinholz. And Coach, your team's down 2-1, but killed off a big penalty, a 5-minute kill, has to give your guys a little bit of a boost.
Yeah, I think that it was an unfortunate hit from behind, but obviously we knew it was a penalty. And that's all we had to do is kill it off, and hopefully we can take the momentum into the third period here.
You know, I think you guys have been playing with momentum for the first two periods. What do you talk to your guys trailing 2-1, going into between break? What do you talk to them before you start the third period?
Well, I think right now it's a lot of not moving our feet. We are just kind of standing around. Perimeter plays, what we always call it. We need to get pucks to the net, and we need to get to the net. We've had opportunities, but we're not where we need to be in the blue paint area.
Well, obviously, this is a rivalry game. A lot of kids who play together a long time. Getting pretty physical, a little bit chippy late in that period. What do you do to get your guys refocused on the offensive side of the game?
Well, I think we're just going to tell the boys we win the period. There's a good chance that we're going to win the game. We just got to come out and play hockey and stay out of the stuff. And we've taken a couple dumb penalties now, and it's unfortunately it hasn't cost us yet. So we just got to play smart and try to win the third here.
All right, well, thanks for joining us. Good luck the rest of the way. We'll take another break. We'll be back with second period stats and highlights after this. You're watching CTN's live coverage of boys high school hockey.
Hey! Okay.
If you love me enough to tolerate my perfect little pets and all their glorious dander, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
How will 2020 census data be used? Where there are more people, there are more needs for public services. That's why the census is used by the government to inform funding decisions each year. But that's not all. It's also used by nonprofits to inform services, by businesses to create jobs, and even by students for school projects. Understanding how the population changes helps us shape communities across the country for the better. Shape your future. Start here. Visit 2020census.gov.
Back at the Coon Rapids Ice Center, Cardinals a 2-1 lead over the Anoka Tornadoes as we hit the second intermission. And really a disjointed second period. We had the double minor right away in the opening minute against Coon Rapids. In the middle of that, Anoka takes a penalty. It ends up being some 4-on-4 hockey. Their power play never really gets going. Then the 5-minute major for the Cardinals, and they never really got set up. Had some shots on goal, but not a lot of great opportunities. And then the late penalties that just kind of, and the only tally comes for Coon Rapids, even though, again, they were outshot. They're able to find the back of the net, and they have a lead. That's big.
Well, it's huge. And, I mean, the key for Anoka was being able to fight off that 5-minute major. Because, look, if the Cardinals are able to score a goal or two, all of a sudden, now you're in a big hole.
Yeah.
So they're just trailing by a goal coming into the third. And you're right, though. Big goal for the Cardinals because they got the momentum going into the third period. Now, when they have the lead, they just have to play with the lead.
Well, the Tornadoes have done a better job. That's a look at the hit that drew the double minor. Collision at the net, and kind of rides a little slow coming up from there. Big hit from Dylan Pack. So physicality is big. And then the goal came from Ethan Hansen. Just a great feed from Harry Koval to get it up the ice. And Hansen takes it free. beats the keeper, who was a little off his angle, and puts Cardinals on top 2-1. But yeah, after that, they got the 5-minute power play, and it really would have been huge for Coon Rapids to score 1, 2, or more. And instead, the Tornadoes able to kill it off and keep themselves right in this game. And with the amount of pressure that they've been able to generate through the first 2 periods, they should feel pretty good coming in about their chances to come back and tie or take the lead. And Coon Rapids has not trailed in this game.
No, and you see that 22 shots on goal for Anoka. So you're right. Even though they're trailing back, they've got guys who can put the puck in the net. And if they continue to play aggressive, they have an opportunity to get back in this game. I mean, obviously, just down 1 goal.
It'll be a big, big third period between the Cardinals and the Tornadoes. We drop the puck after this on CTN. Back at the Coon Rapids Ice Center, the Cardinals a 2-1 lead over the Tornadoes. We get ready to start the third period. Tornadoes have held the edge in shots all night. They have had better possession time and more pressure at the Coon Rapids end, but the Cardinals have been able to do the scoring first. The 1-0 lead and now to 2-1 lead.
It's all a matter of playing with the lead and believing that you can play with the lead.
Avery tried to drop it to Aker. He was tied up. Puck played back to the corner. Avery looking to center, and it ends up going all the way back down to the Coon Rapids end. Jake Corey, first one there. Or there to pressure, leaves it in the corner. And Holzen will recover. Ice still a little wet. Puck stuck. Able to get it ahead to Aker, and Avery deflects it on along. It'll come in on Moen, and Moen will clear it off the near boards out to center. Coon Rapids getting a line change. That one deflects up and out of play.
It was a fastball into the seats.
Just making sure people are paying attention.
Well, yeah, you gotta can't fall asleep at a hockey game.
Ethan Hansen will chip it in and give chase. He's there first in front of Reinholds. Plays it around behind. Billy ties up there. Continues to pressure Guimont into the corner. Tornadoes play it to the line. Held there by Andrew Racine. Guimont behind the net. Off the glass. Cardinals can't stop it. Behind everyone is Tanner Wanus. Wanus, a shot to save by Wise. Coon Rapids doing a decent job of catching up and back checking so that he wasn't able to go in and dangle or do anything with that little mini breakaway. But
he did get a shot on net.
Don't like to see a guy sneaking behind the defense, and the Tornadoes able to get it to him. Shot through traffic, and Wise holds for another faceoff.
So that will give the faceoff to the right of Connor Wise. We saw a lot of this in the first period where Anoka lived down on the Cardinal end. They're trying to do it again here to start the third and apply that pressure to try and quickly get that equalizer.
Offsetting penalties to McGonigal and Espinoza expired, so they both are out of the box. Jack Novak updated it. It was a 5-minute major and a 10-minute misconduct, so he will be able to come back later in this period. Wise comes way out to cover the puck in front of the pressure coming from Wyatt Maloney.
Have fresh bodies get a chance to hit the ice.
Off the face-off, a shot and a goal, and we're all tied again.
Yeah, it was a quick
And
wrist
it was
shot.
Lang, his second of the game.
And he basically got the face-off, just stepped up and put it past Connor Wise.
Matt Orr won the draw. Austin Lang gets to a good shooting spot and puts it top shelf.
Yeah,
quick
big goal.
wrist shot.
Big goal for Anoka. Now all of a sudden they're right back into it. And we talked about playing with the lead. Unfortunately, Coon Rapids now relinquished that lead, and we're tied at 2 with plenty of time left in this hockey game.
Cleansing pushes it in deep. Andrea plays it around near side. Tied up is Andrew Burns. Chip to the line, kept in by Aker. He'll send it in deep. Bounces away from Koval. Andrea pinched to the boards by Cleansing, but got it ahead or had it swept off his stick by Espinoza. Andrea will play it back around to the near side. Koval stepping up, absorbs a hit, but keeps the puck in deep. Lang behind his own net. Pressured by Derek Avery, will send it back in behind again. Michael Hull bumped off it. Able to get it back and now send it out and all the way down. Icing waved off. It comes right in on Wise, and he'll cover up for a face-off in the Coon Rapids end. Just over 3 minutes into this final period.
Again, so you look at the mood in Anoka, and we talked about at that end of the break that they knew that they were still in this game. Quite obviously, they really kind of outplayed the Cardinals through 2 periods for the most part. And then all of a sudden now it's a different game.
McGonigal dumps it back. Wanusa centering pass and just getting a piece of it was Guimont. Guimont battling for it against Pack. Trying to center. That's deflected into the far corner. Ethan Hansen plays it up the boards. Andrew Racine will skate with it. Knocked off his stick and taken back into the Anoka's end by Guimont. And then played all the way back down. Pack chased behind his own net by McGonigal. Ahead for Hansen at center. Hansen will flip it up and in. Behind the net with it goes Terzic. Tried to reverse. That's taken away. A backhand chance for Racine. Stopped up by Moen.
A really nice chance for the Cardinals there. Didn't get
Played
as much
to
on
center,
it.
and Koval tried to carry back in, but a step too early.
Well, you talked about confidence, Joe, and the Cardinals just have to realize that it's tied at 2. They just have to continue to feel that they have the opportunity to take the lead again.
Nathan Clark, a long distance shot, easy save by Moen into the corner. Kick behind, tracked down by Lowry. He'll send it back in behind. McKay is pressured there by Ryan Corey. Clear attempt stopped up by Espinoza. He's pinched to the boards. They come cross ice. And Koval will send it back in deep. Lowry circles out of the corner. Long pass to center. Skipped away from Keller and now turned away round by Koval. Deflected into the zone by Caden Carey. And the Tornadoes through center. Cole Keller. Long distance shot. Easy save for Wise. So hold for another faceoff.
Yeah, Connor just really had to look that one in. And really not a lot on it. See it again. It's kind of
they're opening up
loaded
the
into
bench
the
a little
midsection.
bit. We've seen some guys out here in the third that we have not seen in the first 2 periods. So spreading out some varsity time. Shot misses everything, and Lang was right there, nearly deflected it right out front. Lang through traffic, kept in at the blue line. Clear attempt by Avery, does get out. And now turned around by Hunt. Hunt ahead, just out of the reach of Burns, and that will be icing.
Yeah, so Coon Rapids really just has to be able to do a better job of getting the puck onto their own end and then trying to generate some offense again. Still just I think just a couple of shots on goal here in this period. 2, correct?
Face-off win by Nathan Clark. Corey trying to get it back to him in the corner. Byrne able to play it all the way back down. Van Holzen chased by Orr. Icing waved off. Van Holzen behind the net ahead. Clark.
Yeah, look, that pass just skipped over.
Looks at his stick a couple of times like, is there a hole in my stick?
It looked like it skipped right over.
How did I miss that? Either way, they head back to their own end to face it off. Face-off won by the Cardinals, played around by Van Holzen. Nate Clark near side, trying to get around McGonigal, tied up in the corner. Puck played out to the point. Terzic is shot, saved by Wise, and we'll have another face-off of the Cardinal end.
Just under 11 minutes remaining here, tied at 2. Both teams looking to see if they can gain a little more momentum and gain the lead. As you mentioned, Anoka hasn't played with a lead yet tonight.
Through center, and here's Ethan Hansen circling in the corner. Out to the point for Bukowiak. Cross ice pass, bad angle, comes back out to center, and Espinoza sends it back in deep. Pass skips away from McGonigal, sent back in deep by Billy. Covered by Guimont. Guimont will get turned up ice through center into the Coon Rapids zone, bumped off it. And here's Ethan Hansen for Coon Rapids. To Billy. Billy pushes it around McKay and chases it down in the corner. He's pinched to the board by Reinhold. Able to fight off that pressure. Billy battling with a couple of tornadoes and able to still kick it to his teammate Hansen behind. Tried to center, that hit a skate. Now popped up in the air. Guimont got it ahead and sent out by Tanner Wanus all the way down, and that'll be icing and a face-off coming back in the Anoka end.
Well, now the Cardinals have an opportunity for a face-off down in the Anoka end. This is where they have to try and set up their offense here. I mean, they'd obviously like to get that momentum back. Still trying to generate a little bit more here in the third period.
Battle along in the near boards. Coon Rapids last couple of minutes have kept Anoka a little bit more bottled up. That pass doesn't get stopped up, ends up all the way down. Icing waved off. Avery pushes it around. Toffel can't get it past Bennett. Centering pass all the way out to the point. The shot off the backhand board. And that one's coming out of play. Well, in Anoka, we didn't see a lot of that in the first two periods, but clearly trying to float that offside wing and spring him on a long stretch pass. And
well, they know how important it would be to take the lead here as this third period starts to wind down with 9 minutes remaining. Obviously, on the road, they'd love to get that road victory. They'd like to sweep the two games with Coon Rapids as well. Cardinals obviously.
Off the face-off, or a chance that hits a skate and goes wide. Covered by Novak. Novak back from the 5 and 10.
Sounds like a grocery store.
And here's Novak collecting it at center ice. Being pressured and drawing a penalty. And the Tornadoes are getting hit at power play. Here's Lang dropping it off at the point for Lowry. Shot through traffic is covered by Connor Wise.
So you certainly don't want to give up that that opportunity here in the third period. Now Anoka will have the extra skater. So you're going to see that's the penalty right there.
Ryan Corey called for the hook. And Anoka to the power play. Face-off one, played back to the point for Terzic. To center, he takes a shot that hit traffic out front. And it's played all the way down by Van Holzen. Aker pressuring and getting in behind Terzic to tie it up along that end board. Back the other way comes Novak, tripped up. Avery lost a stick. He'll get one back from the bench. And the centering attempt is broken up. This one fired all the way down.
All sorts of sticks flying out on the ice.
I like it. I don't know that I've ever seen anyone try to return the stick to the bench and grab their own, but that's what Derek just did right
That's
there.
so funny.
I've been getting Avery and Aker all tied up on my tongue this evening. I can't talk.
Or this week.
Might have been this week. I think I kept him relatively straight on Tuesday night, but
it's
tonight
late in the week.
It's been Aker is Avery and Avery is Akers. So
plus you're 2 days older.
That's what it is.
Catching up with you yet.
Played out to center, and the Tornadoes able to get into the zone. Reinhold's behind the net, out to the point for Lowry. McGonigal pass got away from Guimont. He's able to recover back up to Reinholds. Reinholds shot by Guimont was well wide. That shot through traffic, deflected and held onto by Connor Wise.
Well, Connor did a nice job of just seeing where that puck was coming. You're right, it was deflected, but he was able to follow it and bring it in. Again, Anoka trying to see if they can capitalize from up top. Just 10 seconds remaining in the power play.
Near side, Lowry back up top, Reinholds. The one-timer by Guimont didn't get a lot on it, but may have surprised Wise, who was expecting a harder shot. He was able to get just a toe on it as the penalty to Corey expires. Centering attempt hopped over the stick of Guimont and ends up all the way back out of center.
Yeah, Guimont's eyes got big. He thought he had that opportunity to get a goal there.
I was a little concerned because he was well offside.
Yes,
Tanner Ranus accepted the pass about 5 feet inside the blue line, and you can't do that.
Nope.
And that's going to take the faceoff back to the Anoka blue line. Off the faceoff, Klimzing taken to the boards by Huh. Played behind and swept around by Andrea. Got past Van Holzen. Lang had it taken away by Avery. Pressured by Novak. Pack's pass deflected along by Klimzing. Tornadoes recover in their own end. Get it into the zone. Novak had it tipped away by Van Holzen. Van Holzen continues to battle and comes away with the puck ahead for Aker, who tips it to center. Aker.
Well, big hit.
Pushed it by and then took the big rub out along the right in front of the penalty box. Pass broken up by Dylan Pack. Pack walking in. His shot deflected up and wide. Klimzing caught an edge, went into the boards funny, but back the other way. Michael Huff fans on the shot and then didn't know where it went. And not able to hold the blue line, so the Tornadoes have to touch up. Cardinals get a free exit, and not so free as Burns was there to stop it up. And then sends it back in deep. 4:30 remaining in the third period. We're all tied at 2. Austin Lang, his second goal of the game early in the second period, has us all tied up. And
that one came.
Another one.
All sorts of
keeping fans involved.
Got to keep your head on a swivel if you're sitting in the fans and in the stands. I mean, and that one went right into the heart of them. And fans here at Coon Rapids are quick.
Billy can't get it past Terzic at the point. Chance for Wanus out front. The save and the cover for Connor Wise.
Yeah, Connor had to be quick there because there were a couple of dark jerseys right in front of the net. He was able to cover up on it. You see it again. Nice centering pass and quick little wrister.
Wanus' shot. Stick saved to the corner by Wise. Carey trying to get it past Wanus. Wanus able to dig it free and now tied up along the boards. Poked at. Came free. And now Guimont turns with it. Got it to Wanus' shot. That didn't make it through. Still bouncing around in a dangerous spot. Controlled by Koval. He gets it ahead to Nate Clark. And here's Nate Clark to the Anoka end. Not able to get through the defender. Clark trying to center. That's stopped up by Guimont. Guimont back behind his own net. Ryan Corey trying to dig it free. It comes loose to McGonigal. McGonigal's pass across to Ben Terzic. And Terzic had it tipped loose by Espinoza. Across for Clark. Clark into the zone. Fanned on the shot. Then sends it in deep. Behind the net. Centering is Caden Carey. Comes to Clark. Clark will back in to Carey down in the corner. He takes a hit. Got it out front. His shot. A save and a whistle as Moen will hold on.
Yeah, more pushing and shoving behind the net. Cardinals trying to get a little late pressure here with under 3 minutes remaining. See if they can poke one in and try and steal a game here. See the pressure.
There you see where the puck was laying just behind Moen, and he's able to get the glove down on top of it as he was falling back. Racine pokes it down into the corner. Hansen there gets it back to Racine. Centering pass broken up by Orr. Orr will skate to center. Matt Orr into the zone, watched by Van Holzen, who's able to get control and get it at least to the line, and now overskates it, but sends it across for Jake Corey. Corey to the line and sends it in deep. We saw overtime on Tuesday night.
We did.
Will we see some more bonus hockey here on Thursday night? We're all tied up, just over 2 minutes remaining in the third period. Solid hit there by Jake Van Holzen, taking Jack Novak off the puck. Van Holzen had it tipped off his stick before he could get the shot off. Van Holzen plays it in behind. Avery is there. Avery for cleansing his shot. That was blocked. And Van Holzen can't get there to keep it in. Jake Corey will send it back deep. Behind his net is Moen. Leaves it there for out to center. And Will Bennett was just over the line, so offside, and it came from the defensive end, so a face-off coming to the right of Joe Moen.
And again, here's an opportunity with 1:38 for Coon Rapids down in that Anoka Tornado end. You know, win that face-off and get something out so you get an opportunity for a shot on goal.
Derek Avery will go up against Frank Guimont on the draw. Guimont able to win it into the corner. Andrea plays it around. Wanus was slowed. Cleansing got it back to Koval at his own blue line. Koval's pass kicked away by Tanner Wanus. Wanus into the zone, drops it off. McGonigal couldn't get a good shot off. Comes back to the point for He plays it in. Here's Espinoza. Espinoza skates to center and then dumps it in. Behind his own net is Moen, and the first one there was Espinoza, but he couldn't control as it was taken away by Ian Andrea. Tornadoes get in the zone, turn right back out, and right back in comes Guimont. Had it knocked away by Alex Billy. Billy through center. He's ridden off as he enters the zone. Guimont trying to flip it ahead and does. Juanus gloves it down to himself. Tried to tip it around Espinoza, but Espinoza able to get control and flip it back out to center.
Yeah, Dom with a nice defensive play there to avoid any trouble for the Cardinals.
Harry Koval through center, knocked off his stick by Orr. Down to the final 30 seconds of regulation. Orr trying to clear, kept in at the line by Aker. Racine pressuring, spinning away is Huh. And Orr had it tipped off his stick right at the line by Hansen. Down to the final 10 seconds. Way back behind, Hansen plays it toward the net, and covering up is Moen.
Yeah, Hansen tried to see if he can put something behind Moen.
Coon Rapids going to take a timeout here with 4.3 seconds. Try and draw up one play to finish the game before it goes to an extra period. And I assume you put the guy in the big pads that's 200 feet away from the faceoff on the bench so you can have 6 attackers.
Yep. Oh, we saw
that little bit of a gamble with 4.3. Certainly, if it's 2.5 seconds, you're definitely pulling your netminder. 4.3 gets a little more risky, but I think it's a gamble worth taking.
I think so as well. But we've seen the Cardinals just a couple of days ago score late in a hockey game to tie it up. See if they can score late in another hockey game to try and win this one.
It is a thriller here at the Coon Rapids Ice Center.
Yes, it is. Both teams getting an opportunity to play a little strategy. Anoka as well on the defensive side.
Well, they're going to send Wise back to his net. So not willing to take that gamble. It's a
gamble.
It is.
It is a gamble, but you
have to be sure you can keep it in their end for 4 seconds. But Avery wins the draw, but nobody there at the near point for the Cardinals, and the buzzer will sound, and we are going to have another overtime period. Coon Rapids got the only tally of the second. Anoka gets the only tally of the third. We're not done. More hockey after this on CTN. Back at Crick and underway in overtime. And finding his way into the zone is Jack Novak. Tried to center. That's broken up. Hansen able to flip it up and out. Retreats to center. Plays it back in. Bounces away from Van Holzen. Now gets it ahead to Alex Billy. Across to Ethan Hansen. Hansen, a shot, a save, and a little mishandled there by Moen, as he wasn't quite sure where that rebound went, but fortunate for him, no Cardinals in the area to take advantage. Other way, Jack Novak trying to go wide, trying to center, and held onto by Connor Wise.
Yeah, both teams obviously they do not want to make a mistake in this situation. Somebody set the popcorn on fire in this building.
Shot from the point turned away by Wise. Yeah, we haven't invented smell-o-vision yet, and but fans should be happy because burnt popcorn is
not good.
Not a pleasant smell, but it is definitely.
Dior tried to make it a scent, but it didn't go.
Played high, and that was held on to. I'm not sure how they let that go, but it's overtime, so The shot. I mean, you can't just grab the puck and take 3 strides before you drop it.
Carry it right to the goal and throw it in.
That was. I mean, it was a great job by Terzic to get up and
yeah.
grab that puck. But in my opinion, I thought he took 2 or 3 steps before he dropped it, and that's typically going to get a whistle. But it didn't. And we continue here in overtime as Wise was able to make the save. Hansen will play it in on Moen. Moen will cover, and we'll have a face-off at the Anoka end this time.
Yeah, and both goaltenders, obviously, Joe, they can't take chances, too, so they're probably going to cover up pucks more often than not in this situation. Don't want to get that rebound.
Well, as we talked about, usually overtimes are either over really early or they go late, and a lot of times end up being a fortunate bounce for one team and an unfortunate bounce for the other. That ends up changing it. Of course, if we go through the overtime period with no score, it will go down in the books as a tie. Coon Rapids has no ties. Anoka has 1 on the season. Hansen back behind for Espinoza, skips away from him. To Racine, a shot that goes through and off the back end boards. Lang, near side for Orr. Orr into the zone, defended well by Harry Koval. Lang pressured there by Hansen. Hansen flips it up and knocked down there by Jack Novak. Centering attempt broken up by Koval. Lang tried to turn it back. Slowed by Ryan Corey, and Corey able to get it ahead for Nathan Clark. Clark dumps it in and gives chase. Sending it around is Andrea. Burns chips it ahead, got past Espinoza, and here's Lang putting on the brakes. Tried to get it toward the net. That hit some bodies. And now Nathan Clark across for Ryan Corey, deflected into the Anoka end, recovered there by Andrea. And here's Espinoza trying to center, bouncing around, and ends up behind the net.
Great chance for Coon Rapids there, just couldn't get that, control that puck.
Shot from waves out, not a lot on it, relatively easy save, but as you mentioned, not going to take any chances.
No, you got to
cover that one up, get the whistle.
You'll take your chances off the faceoff rather than allowing that rebound.
Yeah, Espinoza looking for another great setup. Is not quite able to get it through to Nate Clark cleanly on the back post. Good thought. Puck back out at center. Jake Corey will wait and now dump it in deep. Moen will stop it behind his own net. Covered there by Reinholz, near side of Burns. Burns able to get it out of the zone. And Avery sends it back in. Cardinals after a retreat and touch up and sent back in deep again by Joey Klinzig. Tie up along the end boards by Aker. Klinzig kicks it free. That's an unfortunate penalty. Coon Rapids is going to be shorthanded. They're going to call, and he just touched the puck. And then he looked at the ref like, how long do I have to touch the puck? If and that's a legit question because he clearly had enough control to change but now the whistle will blow. And I disagree. You see this penalty called a lot, and I disagree with it because, to me, stick on stick should never be called.
Right.
If a guy drops his stick, it's because he's not holding his stick tight enough. But you see that's the way they call it really at all levels here. And here's another look at it.
He
came down. He came down pretty hard on it, but hold on to your stick.
Right.
I mean, if it hits the hands, I agree.
But it didn't hit the stick.
No, and in overtime, I think, in my opinion, you usually let that one go. But the referees are going to again call it the way they are. In the way the rules are written now, that is definitely a penalty. But stick to stick, it used to be hold on to your stick. But I'm old school. In my day, back in my day. The Cardinals have to kill off a big penalty here in the extra period. Here's Orr into the zone, going wide. Forced to go around. Up top, Andrea fanned on the pass. We'll move it over to Reinholz and now get it back. His shot is blocked by Hansen. Sends it back into the corner. Koval tied up with Orr. Recovered by Novak. Out to the point for Andrea. Back to Novak and Andrea. Shot through traffic and held by Wise.
Yeah, that one again, just getting pressure with, there's a minute left on the power play, getting pressure, just trying to get a shot on goal. And again, relatively easy save for Wise. That comes right inside. Snap it from up top.
Tornadoes able to win the draw and set up on the power play. Lowry across for Reinholz to Guimont. Guimont down low. Wanus trying to center, is out of the reach, and here comes Avery back the other way. Avery will deep into the zone. Giving chase is Aker. But here come the Tornadoes back the other way. Pass out of the reach of Wanus. Recovered by Guimont in the Coon Rapids end. He'll walk top of the circles. Down low for Wanus. Wanus back up top. Lowry across to Reinhold. And here's Guimont on the left circle. Low angle shot. Hit traffic and cleared by Aker. Two minutes remaining in overtime. Deflected into the zone as the power play expires for the Tornadoes. Cardinals able to kill it off. Forced ahead, and here's Ethan Hansen into the zone. Long pass attempt broken up, but here's Orr leaving it. Lang a goal. He has the hat trick, including the winner in overtime.
That's tough with a minute 26 remaining, and Anoka's able to get the win. And that's a huge win for the Tornadoes. They don't come in here on the road. They've only won 2 games. Now they've beaten the Cardinals 2 times in this season. And that's just, and again, I give them credit. They made things happen, but it's an unfortunate situation, and the Cardinals are going to drop this one. There you see Lang again, just up top. He's going to put it past Connor Wise, and Cardinals will drop to 2-15 on the season. And then, again, this was an opportunity for Coon Rapids to get a win, and unfortunately they could not do so.
Well, back-to-back overtime losses on their home ice.
Yep. And
in both, they lost third-period leads. And, you know, when you're in a rut and you're, you know, especially when you face the kind of elite competition they face through a lot of their schedule. They have a couple of games here where they have a lead against a team they have a chance to get a victory on. They let it slip away and end up losing in overtime. Hard for that not to be disheartening.
Yeah, it is because, you know, these guys are just looking for any opportunity to get a W, and, you know, it does so much for your morale to try and get a win here, especially on your home ice, and it's just an unfortunate situation here that the Cards lose in overtime again. And 2 consecutive games here at home, and they'll just have to again regroup.
And a tough road ahead for the Cardinals. They go to Elk River on Saturday. We will be at the Fieldhouse on Friday night for wrestling with the Centennial Cougars girls hockey team on air on Tuesday against the Blaine Bengals, and girls basketball next Friday against Champlain Park. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score is Anoka 3, Coon Rapids 2 in overtime. We want to thank everybody out there for joining us. Continue to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young saying goodnight.